Hello there and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn Revenge Imperial Civil War 2.3 preview playthrough as the Arado Authority. In the last episode we moved up a little bit more towards the core and we secured the space over Telesia and Corellia. Corellia, I don't know why I said it like that. But we've got our ground forces over Corellia, we've got another fleet coming in. Is it this one? Yeah, this fleet is coming in to take the space over Corellia and hold it just in case some stuff decides to attack us while we're invading. We're going to wait for them to get there before we go in. Not much to talk about in terms of changes between this and the last episode. We got the TIE Punisher in for last episode like you guys saw, and since then I've mostly been working on some Fall of the Republic stuff, so not much has changed in ICW. I am going to be working on getting the rest of the patron ships in for the next episode. There's been about 4 or 5, and also there's going to be a stream tonight of the Yuzon Vong era mod that we're playing, so that'll be streamed on Twitch, and then the episodes will be put on YouTube Thursday and Friday, I think. Yeah, so the next 2 days. Yeah, so that's basically everything, all the housekeeping stuff. We're going to invade Corellia. We're going to try to take Corellia and Telesia, and then move a little bit more into the core. I don't want to eliminate the Empire entirely. I'd like to just get established there and maybe move off to the west a little bit more too. It's kind of weird right now because generally, in my experience at least, the other factions have become a little bit more consolidated by this point. So it's kind of interesting that like the PA definitely has more forces than the other factions, but there's Zinj is close to being destroyed, but no one is completely out of it.
I've got them on scopes.
Like, there's no one faction that seems to be controlling everything. Maybe us.
Yes, sir. Squad, move out.
No, you guys need to get in closer.
Enemy forces ahead. All right, man, take cover. Right away, sir.
Take the...
Form up.
Capture it.
Squad, advance. Awaiting orders.
Okay, well... I think we're getting it.
We've captured an abandoned turbo.
Okay, now turn around and kill the civilians. That's what we need.
Turret constructed. I got you.
Well, those army troopers are getting walked over. That's very sad.
Reporting. Move out.
Just need to make sure these don't walk far enough away that they're going to die, or we're going to lose the control of it. It seems like there's a weird passability setting there. Here, just take up that.
Yes, Commander. Moving to that area, sir.
Alright, you guys get over there. I wanted to save, like, our AT-ATs from when we get up here.
Order, sir. Reporting. We secured
Well, I guess that helps.
laser tower.
It seems like we don't want to spend quite that much money on this. The civilians, I just don't want them coming up behind us, or like if we do have to land stuff back here, walking into a civilian control or a New Republic controlled from the civilians turbo laser tower. That would not be fun.
Ready. There they are. Activating. They are in my sights. Coordinates. Deploying. Scanning the enemy. Bombing run available. Ready.
There. Now we can just go in. You're gonna attack us, but I don't care. Okay, IDT, park here. I'm not sure if the IDT wings close or not. Or if they're supposed to. It looks like based on the actual design, that these flaps are supposed to go down but it's kind of weird because then the wings would be under it. But I guess stuff in Star Wars just flies from the repulsors, not necessarily from the wings. They don't impact it at all.
Yes, sir.
Or they don't seem to, most of the time. But anyways, yeah, so I was working on Fall of the Republic.
Move out.
Mostly getting some of the code sorted out for some of the stuff that's already in the mod. So not necessarily adding stuff yet. I do want to get the rest of the heroes that we can get coded added in soon. Because a lot of them, it's just coding. It's not as much model changes or new models for some of that. Or at least we've got a lot of stuff we can do before the new models start going in. I think I said I'm working on the Recusant model. Recusant.
Targets engaged.
So hopefully that'll be done soon, and then we will get into Fall of the Republic previews at some point. Looks like the civilians did a lot of damage over here. Might not even need our AT-AT.
I am en route.
Right away.
Order acknowledged.
Moving out.
Destination set.
Reporting.
Open fire.
Moving to secondary position.
Damn. Like the bombing run did some of it, but
Awaiting your orders.
okay. Like mainly to the garrisons, because we only fought so many too. Okay, you're gonna just go up here, take that out.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
Brigade
And you guys can go help. And there we go.
Ready for your orders, sir. Moving out.
It's kind of weird. That texture. Oh well. Should probably change. But a lot of this map needs to change. I like the ideas of it. It's just, especially with the mini-map issues, it's so hard to navigate parts of it.
Armor ready. Rolling out.
Unfortunately, it would mean redoing like 99% of it to fix that, I think. Because if you try to use the height tool around these, that'll mess up the props in the bottom. Although this was probably pretty easy to place. It's just like 5 or 6 of them anyways. Okay, are our tanks getting in here? They are.
Charge.
You can get over there.
Your orders,
And
Commander? I am
you
ready.
guys clearly aren't going to be needed for anything else.
Battalion
Let's just kill
standing
this stuff.
Attacking target.
Support order
Order
acknowledged.
ready.
Heading
Out. Fire at will.
It's missing so much.
Tank brigade
Okay,
ready.
just get over here and take out Lornar.
Scanning target. Moving to position.
There we go. Alright, so there's Corellia. We lost the army troopers.
Control achieved.
Poor little guys.
Star destroyer reporting in.
We can move in.
Shuttle en route.
turns. Part of me wants to cheat and use our debug structure, but we won't. Alright, so let's get Rebel's End in. Let's get Nova
Production.
and Justicia, because I think we definitely already used Uncle Joe's Star, but we're definitely gonna get back. But I don't think we've used Justicia yet, so we'll
Construction.
go for that one first.
Invasion commencing.
So once we have Telesia, I'll start to reinforce this area, and we'll probably go up a little bit more to the east. We'll take that basically hut space that's still left over there.
Choose your reinforcements.
All right,
My way, sir.
he's on his way, sir. And he'll get in
Heading out.
here.
On my way.
At
Acknowledged.
maximum unit capacity.
more civilians.
Affirmative.
That'll be easy for us to take on from this side. You... I think a lot of mods put another landing zone here. And I think we should do that. He still needs his flechette rifle to be changed to an actual other thing. Oh, there's stuff coming. Get out of there.
What is your order? I anticipate no
Okay, everyone finish that off. Then we can go for the other units. Strang.
Watch this.
I'm watching.
Yes.
Am I just gonna be watching you, like, build the turret? Okay, they're distracted. In we go.
Yes, sir. Ready to go.
I really like that ability. That ability is really strong. I don't like if it's spammable, because that can be a huge issue, where if it's on a regular soldier, it'll just, like, stun everything for 20 seconds and repeatedly do it.
Yes, General.
But on heroes, I like it.
Awaiting orders. Standing by. You can start your advance momentarily. We'll clear the way for you. Ready for orders. They call that engaging enemy. Excellent suggestion. On my way. Destination is
Okay.
acknowledged.
Oh, hold on.
Always ready.
Didn't know you had these.
Unit destroyed.
It's too bad we don't have maximum firepower up right now. Alright, there we go.
New coordinates. Reporting in, sir. Confirmed and complying. I am Praetor. I will crush you. We are ready to receive your transmission.
Okay, so let's just go into the base now.
Bomber squadron
I'm
reporting.
gonna take out the heavy factory, leave the... Oh, they had 2 advanced. That's why they had 2. I thought they might have had
Bombing run. Moving to fire.
1 advance for sure, but I thought it might have just been a regular unit for a second. But that should mean that we're gonna be fighting another one. You guys have got to get into the actual base.
Attack. Fire. Moving. Let's run. On my way.
Alright, let's get you in here and you in here.
Moving.
Our base is under attack.
Open fire. Right away. Copy.
Okay, you used your maximum firepower already. That's good.
AT-AT ready.
This one looks like it took the firepower from both.
Armor transport.
You're gonna get back there. Veers, you're gonna go straight in. Can you guys go help Strang?
Attack that target. Watch this. Your orders, Commander?
Bombardment available.
They shall perish. I am ready. Extinguish the enemy.
There we go. Crises averted. Alright, Veers can take this on his own. Doesn't need to because these guys are here. And there we go.
Victorious.
Telesia is ours. Telesia.
System control achieved.
How do we want to do that? Okay, so you're going to be clear there. I'm going to move you guys over this way. K-List is under a bit of threat there. Well, not really, because I don't think the AI really knows they can bypass BIS. We want to... So that's that's kind of an exploity thing that people can do right now, where you can go through BIS. Like, you can go from ODEC through BIS. This one was kind of intentional with BIS because we wanted people to still be able to get through the core. What we might just do is, in a lot of maps, this path is kind of open, so we might just add an actual travel path from Odic to Kalis, because the AI can't use the path from like Kalis to Bis to Odic. But the main one that's a problem is you can go from like Contrum or Thanos or something, or Contrum or Tagoria, through the transitory mist to Kuat, and you can just attack. Usually the Empire is the one here, so you can attack the Empire as much as you want, and there's nothing they can really do about it. But what we want to do is, rather than have the Hapen units spawn in when the planets unlock, we'll just spawn them in at the start of the GC, and then unlock the planets and turn their AI on later. Because I'm not sure why we were spawning it via script. I'm not sure if I thought there'd be an issue if the planets were neutral and or were controlled and locked. But I don't think that should be a problem. So we can just put the units there, then they can't be bypassed, and then people can't exploit that anymore, while still having the Hapens being an unlockable faction. So on top of the territory being a little bit more packed over there too. So that's probably what's going to happen with that. Obviously it hasn't been done yet, but it should make things a little bit better. What we are going to do next, though, should we even go in for Kuat right away? Like, we can go through this line here, then we can go to Kashyyyk, and then we can take the... Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this. Because that just leaves open Kuat, Kashyyyk, and really Kessel and Honegger as open attack routes for them. So let's do that. We'll get you in here.
Moving to
We'll go up that way.
Construction complete.
We'll leave you there, and Fighter Popper, you're going to go in for camp.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Building under construction.
I don't know what we really get from
Tactical
Lornar.
battle imminent.
I'm just building the...
Building cancelled.
Oh, torpedo spheres. Okay. Do we want to leave? Let's get Corellia into
Building
vehicle
started.
product. No, you're
Building
actually
cancelled.
basing at 1. Okay, yeah. So instead of, which one is the worst? Utapau? Do we have Utapau getting no. Aridu's not the highest income planet in the world. So yeah, let's get... It could move the capital as well. But that'll cost more money. After 5 weeks, it'll make it back, but... You know what? Sinraf 6. So you don't even have a trade port in orbit, so that's good. Corellia,
Constructing.
you're going to get to...
Beginning construction.
I'm going to turn Corellia into one of our trade worlds. And I think it's Bothawai that has one of the trade ports that we might have to sell, because I think we're at our max for trade
There
ports.
they are. Blast them.
So that's also one of the intended changes behind all the economy stuff we changed in 2.2, where you still get a bit more money for having more and more plants, but we didn't want to make it so that it became so snowbally that, like, we want to make it so that money still matters.
Choose your
Which
reinforcements.
before it didn't matter. You could just build whatever you wanted whenever you wanted, and there does still reach a point in campaigns where that happens. We just wanted to delay the point where that happens, and we also wanted to make it more viable for smaller factions to exist. Which it wasn't.
Reinforcements
A lot of times they
cancelled.
couldn't build up, so we were trying to.
Cancelled.
Okay,
Order confirmed.
let's get you in there.
Coming around. Heading to destination. We're moving out.
I've got them in my sights.
But yeah, so now you can be a smaller faction and still make enough money to start building up.
Destroyer reporting in.
But there are still rewards for having a larger faction. The main one being, like, once you do get
Coordinates.
higher value worlds, you can move your resources.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting.
So those more concentrated multipliers can still matter if you're building them on Corellia versus something like Kariak, which is not super valuable. And some of the values on specific worlds are a little bit off right now. Like Ariadu should be one of the highest value ones. It's not. but we're fairly happy with the basic system, so it won't. That part probably won't change. We're definitely not going back to some of the 2.1 mechanics related to that. And there are some people who seem to be annoyed by some of those changes that make it a bit more of a challenge in the mod. Like saying you've made it not fun, but I mean, to me it's not fun at all if it's if you're just building whatever you want all the time, and for some people that kind of like sandbox is what they want. And that can be fun sometimes, but it's not really what our goal is. We do have some GCs and some modes where it's easier than others or harder than others, and we don't want to remove that, but or even doing like other kinds of gameplay modes where that's more the case. But ultimately our goal is to have something that does present a challenge at different points and does require a bit more strategy than just like I can use whatever I want and it doesn't matter because if it dies I'll just replace it. Alright. Delvertis, get in there. Give him some help. Nope. Get in there. Okay, you're gonna hit. I keep wanting to call Delvertis Tarkin. I can't help it. I was really, when we were planning the factions, I was really looking for a Tarkin hero to give to Uraidu. Because the Tarkin family is so important, and all we got was the Tarkin family estates. Which, as we all know, that's no moon, that's a Tarkin family estate. But... but that should be another one of the fun things about Fall of the Republic in particular, where we can sort of like show some of the characters and factions where they came from a bit earlier, because we do want to approach Fall of the Republic from a similar position that or similar style that we approach Imperial Civil War with. So looking at some of the more obscure bits and working them in through story or through the ships and factions and everything. Like obviously when we're just starting off, so it'll be a bit more simple at first, a bit more standard like Clone Wars mod, CIS versus Republic with just core rosters, but the farther we go in, the more we can do like one-off story missions that are a bit further back, or other kinds of units that are less commonly seen, with bits of the story that are less commonly seen, and that's the kind of thing that I'm really looking forward to being able to do with it. Because that's one of the things that hasn't really been explored by the many Clone Wars mods out there. That's kind of why we're making Fall of the Republic. Because there are a lot of like ICW style things that we feel like would be fun things to bring to the table for that don't quite exist elsewhere. Yeah, so. Alright, so we made it through that. A few ships took a fair amount of damage, but not too bad. Oh.
Roger that. Attacking the lasers.
Just this going. I didn't realize you were in range.
Moving to sector. Form up. Advancing on target.
But our ISD should be coming around to take that out now. And then that's it.
Reporting in. Our launch bay is gone. Roger that.
Zed is taking a little bit of damage. Still.
Destroyer here. Move out. Copy.
Gotta juggle that aggro.
Targeting.
He is not juggling aggro.
Copy. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Eh.
Reporting. The lasers are our target. Firing.
Alright, there we go. No losses. Took the planet. Or didn't take the planet. We took the space over the planet. Which is not quite the same thing.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay. You guys have a lot of ships here. We have 3 Praetors in this fleet, though, so we too have a lot of ships here.
The enemy is approaching.
Cruiser reporting.
What do you got for me? Some ISDs. They've got my mom. Got cordial discourse. That's just a VSD. They're not gonna shoot us with an HV gun, it looks like. That's what I'm waiting for. Alright, if I go in behind here, Tarkin's Vengeance. Get on in there. Big Iron. I think this is the debut performance for all of them. Big Iron going on this side. And I'm just going to let them turn around and focus on that while we take out their base.
Gunship reporting. The ion cannon.
They've still got some stuff coming through here. So let's get Rasoon to help take out those smaller ones.
Losing power.
Sir, I...
Losing control.
Awaiting orders.
I'd rather you take out that station.
Engaging the enemy.
My scopes are Star Destroyer standing by. I've got him.
I'm on this one. Under control.
Sir, I...
Watch him. He's coming around.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Choose your reinforcements.
Enemy craft.
Alright, now
We shall be
this
there
ISD
shortly.
and this
Right away.
ISD and Spiral in behind them here.
The shields aren't holding.
Shield's almost gone.
So now they won't get any
Laser
reinforcements.
cannons. The lasers are our target.
We've taken out these extra little ones. You, I'm gonna get, I forget which one you are.
I'll take care of this.
Brack, Tom X Bren.
Go after them.
Roger that.
Enemies in
And let's get,
closing on target.
Yes,
I don't know why I thought they had a Praetor.
I've got him. I've got him. Where'd he go? Awaiting orders.
Course set.
Awaiting your orders. Our primary engine system is down. Battery is online. Awaiting your command.
Let's finish him. Nowhere to
They've taken out our launch bay.
I have them now. Target locked. Taking him out. I copy.
I've got him. Your command. The lasers are our target. Ready. Falling out of order.
Alright, and we can afford to send in another one right there.
Destroyed.
Watch your back. I'm on this one.
We've lost the iron cannons. Our launch bay has been destroyed. Target the lasers.
Draw their fire. Watch him. He's coming around. Returning to your position. Target critical.
Alright, the Praetors didn't end up distracting them as much as I'd hoped.
Getting a lock.
Commander, our target priority is the laser cannon. Yes,
He's
sir.
headed your direction. Pursuing target forces.
Navigating to coordinates.
Engaging
The lasers have been destroyed.
Under control.
I was mostly hoping that they'd attack the Praetors, and then we'd be able to just go from there. But that didn't happen.
I'll take care of this. Getting a lock. I'm on. Taking fire.
Moving out. Our primary engine system is down.
Targeted. Engines are malfunctioning. Pursuing
They've
enemy.
destroyed our ion cannon.
Let's finish him.
Form up. Engaging the enemy.
Intercepting. We won't be around.
Take out those engines. Destroyer here. Direct fire on the engines.
Target critical.
We've got them on scopes. Copied.
Engaging the enemy. I'm on this one.
The lasers are our
Destroyed. Where are the others? Shield's almost gone. Blasted scum. Under control. He's headed your direction.
Oh well.
Watch him. He's coming around.
One fewer hero for the murder later.
I'll take care of this.
We're almost at the point where that needs to happen. I said what, 50%? Probably, I was assuming they'd consolidate their forces a bit more, so
Finish him.
might be closer to like 30.
Taking him out. Watch
Take out the iron cannons.
Watch your back. Intercepting. Waiting orders. Go
Destroyer reporting in.
He won't be around much
Choose your
longer.
reinforcements.
Engaging the enemy. Move in.
All right. Gonna bring you forward. Gonna pull you back.
Yes,
Awaiting orders.
Watch him. He's coming
Receiving orders.
awaiting orders.
Losing control. Where are the others? Shield's almost
Our
gone.
target priority
Returning to
is
your
the laser
position.
cannons.
Cover me now. I'll take care of this.
Awaiting your orders. Awaiting your command.
Closing on target.
Your command, sir.
I can't
We
switch
shall be there
position.
shortly.
Go after them. Regroup.
Fighters go in first.
Pursuing enemy
Destroy
forces.
the engines. Commander. Reporting in. Open fire.
Copy. Changing course to intercept.
Go after this.
I copy. Taking them out. Target critical.
The lasers are our target.
Data formation is about to be destroyed. I'm on this one.
Roger that.
Hit. Under control. He's
Form up.
headed your direction. Watch him. He's coming
Attack that
around.
target.
Being targeted.
I've got it.
Destroyer
Returning to
here.
your position. I'll take care of this.
Copy.
Unable to shake them.
Choose your
Oh.
Reinforcements on, sir.
Closing on target. Pursuing enemy forces. Taking them out. No
There you go.
position.
So I have to rebuild what we
My
lost,
scopes are
I
jammed.
copy.
except for Rasoon.
Attacking target.
Engaging
He just won't be able to be in our hero massacre.
Let's finish him. I'm on this one.
Uh,
Shield's almost gone.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Watch him. He's coming around.
do I want to do that next
Won't be
episode?
around much
No.
longer. Returning to your position. Target critical.
The lasers.
No, I should have moved this one up a little bit further at first, so they'd be equally tanking it. But that's life. Sometimes your Praetors don't tank it. So lost Rasoon, lost Big Iron, ISDs, and Sword of Siswana. Took out other ISDs, and my mom. So that's rude. All right, I think we are going to leave it there for today. So thanks for watching, everyone. Like I said, in the next episode, let's actually queue up Uncle Joe's Starboat. In the next episode, I will have the rest of the patron units coded in. However, tonight at 5 p.m. EST on our Twitch channel, so twitch.tv/CoreyLoses, we will be doing the live stream of the Yuzan Vong NJO era submod. So we'll be recording about 2 episodes worth of that tonight, maybe a little bit more, but 2 or 3. So it'll probably be about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Is roughly, I think probably closer to 2 hours. Otherwise, hour and a half seems a little bit short for that. But anyways, so yeah, we're going to be doing that. And then this weekend, we're also going to have a community match. So that'll be on Saturday at 3 p.m. EST. That's going to be streamed on both the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. So if you want to come in for either, hope to see you there. And I hope you're enjoying the series so far. So I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.